architecture in school.
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Cynthia. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Please, can you identify if you can hear me? Can you please confirm if everybody can hear me? I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of I can't hear you. Awesome. Thank you for acknowledging. Thank you very much. Okay, so I will just give another 5 minutes while every other person is joining. My name is Cynthia. Hello, everyone. So today is the week 2 of Ladies in Tech African Bootcamp. And with the course as virtual assistants, and I'll be taking week 2. I'm glad you can all hear me. All right. Okay, so today will be... apologies for the distractions. Alrighty. Let me just mute my notification. Okay, another question is coming in. Hi, Coach. I'm so sorry if I'm not good with names, but I'm glad to be here again. Okay, so for the virtual assistance course week 2, we will be going into soft skill development. So like I was saying, my name is Cynthia. I am a virtual assistant. I'm currently working as a virtual assistant, and I'm happy to be here with all of you as we will go through the very, very important points, key points on as to excelling in the field of virtual assistance. Demilade, the outline will be shared. The technical team would please take care of that as regards the outline. So for your soft skills, so for the week 2, we'll be doing soft skills development. Within soft skills development, and our lesson objectives are as follows. We want to develop effective communication skills, both verbal and written. We also want to improve on our time management and organization skills. You're also going to learn how to enhance your customer service and client relations abilities. We're going to help you strengthen your problem solving and decision making skills. And also, you will understand the importance and etiquette. Ooh, I see a typo. I will fix that. Anyway, so this is what you will try to cover, and this is what the objective for week 2. And I will go straight into it. So, what are soft skills development? Now, soft skills development are they are the non-technical skills that influence how you work and how you interact with others. This include communication, teamwork, basically communication like the way I'm interacting with you, how to effectively communicate in a work setting, teamwork. People have like very people are very good with teams, like they work with teams very well. So people are very problem solving, like it's intuitive for them, it's easy. So those are your soft skills, something that you did not necessarily go through courses to acquire. You will go through courses to brush up on them, but they are originally just there. Time management is also a soft skill. People are really, really good when it comes to time management. I have a colleague that she knows how to prioritize her tasks, and she is how do I put it? She ends up clearing more tasks in time very timely manners. So time management is a very very important soft skill that one must have, and emotional intelligence as a customer care agent, representative, manager. You have to have like a certain level of emotional intelligence, because when you're dealing with customers, you have to try and read their tone. You have to, remain calm. You just have to be emotionally intelligent as to, reading. You will get to all of that. Now, so those are your soft skills: communication, teamwork, problem solving, time management, and emotional intelligence. Those are some soft skills. Now, unlike soft skills, hard skills are they are skills which are job specific, and they can be measured or quantified, meaning hard skills like you have typing speed, like you're very very good in typing, like this is the skills that you learned, you built over time. Software proficiency, you have read and you've added, you actually invested in your hard skills. So I think hard skills, the best way to put it is you have to invest in your hard skills. So those are those hard skills. Now soft skills are more about how you approach work and relate to others, while hard skills are those skills needed to do the actual work. So both of them just go hand in hand. But right now we're going to focus on the soft skills development. Now, why are soft skills important for virtual assistants? Soft skills are very, very important, because right now, if not for communication, the fact that I have a soft skill in communication where I'm able to interact. So people are camera shy, regardless of, I know I'm not seeing you people. Some people can, freeze and stutter, but then thank God for my communication skills, I am able to freely pass this information that I'm, sharing with you, and you are all understanding me. So communication is very, very important to start with, because virtual assistants, we often work remotely. So clear and effective communication is very critical. This includes both verbal and written communication, ensuring that instructions are understood and responses are professional. So basically, I just want to make sure that everybody is here. Oh, my slides are not changing. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm a bit fast. Oh, Dorcas, I'm so sorry. Okay, I will take it. Okay. All right. So I hope we're able to just understand what are the difference between our soft skills and our hard skills. I'm so sorry I'm fast. Thank you for pointing that out, Dorcas. We will share the. I hope I'm a lot. I hope just let me know if this tempo is okay. I'm really sorry. Okay, so I hope we now know what our soft skills and our hard skills are. Soft skills are those skills that communication, teamwork. Some people say they can multitask. Multitasking is a soft skill. You don't necessarily need I'm so sorry I'm distracted. I'm just communicating with the tech team. Okay, so why is virtual assistance important? Sorry, why why are the soft skills important for virtual assistants? So, like I said, it helps with communication. Now, with all the back and forth if I didn't use clear communication to apologize, let you people know that okay, I'm trying to do something. That's when my attention is divided. So people will actually just keep quiet and then do what they want to do, and then everybody will be trying to what happened and all of that. So another important um, another important point is for time management. As a virtual assistant, you will need to juggle through multiple tasks and deadlines. So you have to communicate, you have to let people know what it is that is going on. And if you're having any difficulty completing your tasks, or maybe you have like an impromptu task in the midst of what you're doing, you have to actually tell whoever, you also have to communicate and let people know what you're doing. So with these soft skills, you're able to like manage your time, tell people what you're doing. Now everything just works hand in hand. Communication, time management, because now if you're able to communicate properly what it is that you're doing, you're going to manage time, and nobody's going to come after you for reports, or nobody's going to say, what's the update? At least now you've let them know, you've communicated um, that my work is going to be delayed, and thereby saving time. Now, soft skills, customer service, is everything works hand in hand. You build strong customer client relationship. Like it's good. It's good when you have your okay. So now with customer service, for customer service, this soft skill, it helps you. You're able to communicate. You're able to how do I put this? You're able to handle your clients better. Like you're just able to have it at your customer service is going to just come in very out of oh, I think I just need to stop reading this because it's really distracting. Anyway, so it helps you build strong client relationship and ensure satisfaction. For problem solving, these soft skills, it helps address challenges quickly and effectively, because now as a problem solver, your client will bring you maybe the client wants to make a last minute request, and it's going to mess with you post delivery. You will now have to think quickly how you just at the spot you're able to make a decision, even if it's not going to be a permanent solution. It's going to keep the client waiting for an answer. So problem solving skills are really, really, really good for to have as a virtual assistant. And then there is professionalism and etiquette. When you're working remotely, it doesn't mean that your professionalism should be overlooked, because please give me a moment, let me address something. Okay, all right, we're good. All right, so as a virtual assistant, you're supposed to be professional. Now, because apologies for the light, it is very unethical as a virtual assistant that you're going to hold a class, and it's not you're not able to see, you're not being seen. So it's and I apologize for that. I would make sure by tomorrow everything electrical related will be sorted out. So yes, it's part of the etiquette. For professionalism, there is you have to there are email etiquettes. There are respectful communication templates that you're supposed to use. You're supposed to coach yourself, and always remain calm as a customer care. You just have to remain professional. So because you're working remotely doesn't mean you can. I mean, we have the. It's not all the time that we're on video. Yes, you can, but you just have to be ready for a video call as a virtual assistant. Now, how do you develop your soft skills? So you develop soft skills by practice. You practice your communication. I mean, there is nothing you want to be good at that you do not try to, rehearse. You practice clear writing emails. You improve on your speaking skill. You listen more to your pronunciations, and because as a virtual assistant, we are not you work for Nigerians, but the probability is very high for you to work for a foreign person, and the person will want to hear you when you're speaking with him or her. You have to learn to use time management tools. Now there are to-do lists, planners, there are apps like Trello, softwares like Trello and Asana. You can put in your to-do list, and then hold yourself accountable to making sure you check them off. And yeah, that's how you learn to develop. I mean, anything you want you want to develop, you have to be intentional about it. So you have to also learn for your customer service skills. You just need to practice interaction with people, be able to um, you need to be able to you need to sorry about that. I'm just reading a pop-up that just came up. Yeah, so you also need to apply all of so for a customer service skill, honestly, you just need to learn how to interact better with people. When you speak, be well heard and understood. You don't have to repeat yourself, except maybe when the reception is bad, that you have to repeat yourself. But then, honestly, you just have to you have to just practice. What you think you know now, you need to practice. Oh yes, soft skills can be worked and improved on. Of course, you improve it by practicing. That is where the developing of your soft skills come in. You practice and you go over it. So, in conclusion for this segment, strong soft skills are crucial for a virtual assistant success, because because this will enhance your task performance. If your soft skills are really strong, you are going to, your task performance, you'll be executing it you'll be executing tasks in good time, and then you always like, I mean, people are going to see you when you do good work and when your performance is on the high side. I mean, your clients are going to give you good food feedback. It's all in line with your tax performance, so you have to always try as much as you can to work on your soft skills. People will say I'm shy, but you just have to put yourself out there to be able to um excel. Yes, because soft skills are basic. As virtual assistants, soft skills are very, very important for us. We use the soft skills at our advantage, because some people can not be some people may not know data entry, but they handle clients well, and because of the fact that you're very good with your clients, your communication is clear, people will actually keep you in the company and then teach you data entry. So the next thing we want to talk about is effective communication. Effective communication, you speak and they hear you clearly. The message is passed. Nobody is asking for, please, what did you say? Are you trying to, do you mean? Nobody is asking for clarification. So now we're going to go into effective communication. So effective communication is when you speak, is being able to effectively communicate and convey the information clearly and accurately as in when you share whatever information you want to hear, everybody understands you, except maybe, like I said, maybe you're on a call and the reception is bad and you have to repeat yourself. So basically, it's ensuring that the intended message is understood by whoever it is that is listening. You're passing the information to. Effective communication simply means passing a clear information to the recipient. Now, it's important in the virtual environment because we don't do. It's too fast. They keep saying it's too fast. Okay, so let me check with the technical team to see if I'm actually too fast so I can. Okay. All right, so we're going to get back to it. So importance of effective communication, like I said, is the definition of effective communication is clear and accurate exchange of information. I think that's the simplest I could come up with. Effective communication is simply the clear and accurate exchange of information. Now, why it is important is because in a virtual environment where face-to-face interaction is very minimal, meaning I most times speak to you would most time handle your client maybe via email, not necessarily video call or calls. You need to like effectively there needs to be clarity and precision. There needs to be clarity and precision in your communication, and that is very, very crucial because you do not want a situation whereby you don't want a situation whereby miscommunication happens, where you intended to say this and then the person received the information as something else, and then there's going to be a serious ripple of unfortunate event because miscommunication. I won't lie, as a virtual assistant, I have made the mistake, and in my defense, it was the reception was actually bad, and I kept on saying 450, and I don't know how the client said she had 350 and went up paying for a service at 350 saying that I said so. But thank God, the CRM we used had a recording. So on my part, thank God my part was recorded saying 450 and that was how I was saved. So we do not want a situation whereby there's miscommunication. Like I said, if there should be, it should be over a bad reception so that you have that's a very valid excuse. Um, Now, some verbal communication tips. You have to be clear and concise. Now, concise for me, when I think about concise is straight to the point. Who are you? I'm a boy, very concise. I don't want to hear I'm an adult that is ask when I say who are you, just tell me maybe just say I'm a boy or I'm a man. That is who you are. Don't tell me I'm an adult. I'm an adult male because now you're taking me far and you're not communicating. You're just giving me a lot of stories when you can just tell me you're a boy. So it's going straight to the point. So one tip is to just try and be okay. So if the meeting time has changed, you're not going to say, I want to bring to your attention that the scheduled meeting for this time has now been moved. Like that is really long, where I can just say, hello, there's an update. The meeting for 2 p.m. today has been moved to 5 p.m. later today. I've passed the same information, so we just have to. So, one tip is for you to be clear and concise. Okay. Now, another tip for verbal communication is active listening. For active listening, you have to listen, you have to be quiet, you have to be calm, you have to listen attentively to what it is that you are being told. So if that is the reason why having a very, very controlled, in fact, I enjoy calling it controlled space because no noise that I do not permit can come into my controlled space. So even if they'll tell you an office, sometimes office space for me don't work because some people can be intrusive and somebody will just barge in. So you have to like listen, so you have to listen attentively. That's why you have to, like, first you make sure that your background, you're able to control your noise, and you're able to control the noise and try not to interrupt the speaker as the person speaks. Try to listen and then wait a bit, because if there's one thing I when I started working as a virtual assistant, I think it's a you guys must have noticed, because if people say I'm fast, it's because sometimes I actually talk fast. So if I'm talking to somebody, but I've learned to work on it. So if let's say right now I was like handling a first timer call and the person is so I have this to do, I wouldn't know that person's about to say something and then I will interrupt. So you just have to listen as much as you can. Try to take your time before you respond to the client, except the client wants to just take your time to listen and give your full attention. That's why it's always important for a virtual assistant to have a controlled environment, because some of these clients talk fast and you need to hear it, except maybe your CRM does recording. Then you can go back to the recording and listen to it. But in the case where your CRM isn't recording, you have to listen and then you acknowledge and clarify. In the event where you don't hear what it is the client is saying, please clarify. Maybe the client has given you an information, repeat that information. That's how you build on active listening. Just okay, so client is like, I have an event for August 25th. It's going to be a wedding. And then you'll be like, oh, thank you for giving me that information. Just to confirm, your date is this. So you're confirming the date. You're just making sure everything checks out from your notes. Another The third verbal communication tips is appropriate tone and language. Appropriate tone and language. So some people, some people appropriate tone and language. Now that's a bit tricky because there are some people that do not know how to keep a formal tone and casual interaction. For example, I'm on a call or I'm with my friends. The way I will interact with my friends and the way I will take my office call is going to be very, very different, because it's professional etiquette. Just like I said, because you're a virtual, if you were to be in an office setting, you would you would speak to the person professionally. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing? You introduce the name of your name and then the name of the company you represent, and you listen and get the information. You're not going to be like, how far you okay, no, that's too casual. You cannot be like, how you doing? How is the family? Yeah, something like that. You can't ask a client how the family, how you would interact with a casual, your friend. You would not interact with a client like that. So you have to learn how to. You need to. One important tip is your professional. You need to build a professional tone. Listen to how call agents take their calls. It's At first, I'm not going to lie, you will sound robotic, but when you continue building it, there's a way it will be part of you. You will now know how to take your friend call. You'll be able to differentiate it. So you just have to keep building, learn to be professional, keep your tone very formal, very bold. One thing with handling clients is that you have to have like an assertive tone to them. It's your company you're representing. You have to be able to, they are coming to you for a service. You're offering them a service. They should. I'm trying to find the best it's supposed to my boss will say you're supposed to lead them. So once a client comes to you, you're supposed to lead the client through your process. So there is that. Avoid jargons. Now, something like there are some things I know for a fact. I notice that I do there are a little bit of I'm working on them. So like it was like I can if I say so like so in a conversation I'm not supposed to repeat a word more than two times so that I know that now if you're doing that it simply means you don't know what you want to do right now, you're trying to figure it out and you're now putting some kind of doubt in the client that is listening to you. So sometimes instead of saying it's like you just keep quiet or you just tell them something like, give me a moment, I am entering my notes, give me a moment, I am checking your profile. Now it's better you say something like that. Now this buys you time to think of now that is where your problem solving skill comes in and that you it will get you back on track. Now another vibe another communication tips is timely feedback. You need to provide so now one thing with being a virtual assistant that can you would learn that you will learn to live with it is having to there's a back and forth going on back and forth you the company you so you have to learn to give timely feedback. So if for example there's a photo shoot for 6:30 and the client calls by 6:15 to tell me that they are going to be late. Okay, no, the shoot by 6:30 and the client called me by I hope that's no, 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 no. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Can you all please give me 5 minutes? Let me handle something. Something just came up. Okay, no. So right now, Buki, okay. Who asked that question? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but this I'm still on this slide. But no worry, I whatever it is, I'll handle it later. I'm here with you guys. So another verbal communication tip that is really, really important is timely feedback. So if there's any change in anything, like if there is change in process, either from the client side or from your company side, you have to pass the information early, as soon as possible. In fact, it's hard because sometimes since you're juggling through different tasks, it's hard that it is hard to focus. So sometimes they will give you information to tell a client something, and then a call will now come in. Immediately, you try to send a text to that client. Now, best practice is to write that activity that you want to do, that you're about to do. So just write it down on your jotter or something. Just write it down and take that call. When you take the call, open the notes to write about the call you just had so you can see that previous task. And this is like I got to learn this. I learned this on my own, and that's like an expo I've just given you. You just write every task you're supposed to do because you will forget in the mix of things, and you just need all these to-do lists. That's where your time management and your we'll go into that anyway. Sure. So that's where that comes in. Now, we've done verbal, written communication. Now, for written communication, you have to write in clear, simple language. Now, writing in clear, simple language, sometimes now there are things they say professional language. There is a professional tone to an email, and some people mistake casual tone with professional tone because it's still writing. Some people are not some people how do I explain this? Duh, duh, duh. Don't use words you cannot defend. And don't use words that when I read an email, I will be finding it very hard to understand. So people want to be too professional and be using big language or big English or no, just go to the. I feel email, people don't know that as professional as emails are the shortest form of the information that needs to be passed. Now, the event where you see long, bulky emails is because they actually intend to send you long, bulky emails. But if you want to communicate with a client about a recent update, you can professionally make the email will be very short and it passes all of the information that you need. We will learn that as we progress. You also need to another tip for written a second tip for written communication is to proofread. Now, after you have written your email, you have to read. You have to read. You read it the first time, read it the second time. You have to calm down, look at the words, spell them because there are spelling that one thing with our eyes, and if you are a very it works for most people. You can see two words and the first and the last the first word, let's say a 5 letter word. So you see the once your eye sees the first and the fifth letter, you automatically spell what that word should be. So it happens when you're typing and when you read an email, you can see it and in your head, since you just saw those 2 letters, you'll be like, that is after. But then maybe you are missing the F or the E is in the wrong place. So you have to take your time and read. So best practice is to read the email aloud. Let every word you're pronouncing be spelled correctly. Professional tone is in writing, in communication, in verbal communication, in written communication. Professional tone is always very important. You have to say please, sincerely, yours truly, and all of that. So this happened to a friend of mine, and if she ever hears this, I'm in trouble. But this happened to a friend of mine. Our HR gave her, she sent a link to her to apply for a job, and she did. And then because the HR recommended her, the company sent her an invitation. And okay, so the invitation said the invitation had information for her interview time and all of that. So the way she told me the story was that she was busy and she did not want to not reply them in time and forget. So she used that Google generated response on email and said, that's noted. Like she just sent a short that's noted to the email that holds information about a proposed interview. And the HR of that company, when she saw the email, when she saw the response, she was livid. She said, Gen Z, this, that. And when our HR Stephanie heard it, she was also very angry. So now you see, now that's noted as professional as it sounds, it did not fit the occasion at all. So you just have to read the mood and you know you have to go through in there are some times where short responses work, but in email, no. For you to okay, if you want to respond that's noted in an email, you will be like, hi, maybe team, thank you for the update. It is duly noted. Regards, Cynthia. Okay. Now, I have actually said that is noted, but in a professionalized tone. Timely communication, as with verbal communication, you also have to send those email responses timely. So if you try to call and or verbal communication, you call and the client is not responsive, send a text immediately, a very concise text message that explains the reason why you're calling. Or if it cannot be discussed by text message, you ask the client very short message. Hi, for example, hi Timmy. I was calling to discuss your session. When is the best time to call you back to talk more? Cynthia from da 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 da. Now, I've sent her a text message that effectively professionally communicates why I was calling her. Now, to conclude this per segment of our lesson, effective communication is vital. It is good. It is when you're able to communicate effectively, the work just flows, and there is no communication breach, no miscommunication of whatsoever. Everybody is understood. So if both written and verbal, the you just have to make sure that whatever information you're passing is clear, it's concise, straight to the point. There is professionalism in the way you interact with your clients. Now, you may interact with your colleagues casually, but when it comes to the clients that are coming to request for your service, you need to be very, very professional. Na, na, na. Yes, honestly, that was Eniola. That was her. And when Favor was telling me this story, I know she wanted to cry, but it was wrong. See, even me as a friend, I knew it was wrong. So I would think we need to write to Google because we don't need their prediction when we're sending email. We thank them. We don't want it. Now we're going to the next slide. You guys shouldn't worry. The team will send you the technical team will make sure that you get the slide. I mean, I prepared it for you guys, or I don't know. They will send it to you. Okay, so now an assignment for you all. I just want you to go and write um so I want you all to please take out time. So I'm guessing our next class will be Monday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, or whenever our next class is. I want you all to please try writing an email to a potential client. Introduce. So one thing about being a virtual assistant, sometimes you have to pitch yourself. You have to pitch yourself because some people don't know they need virtual assistant, but that will be taught later on. So now I want you all to please take time tomorrow before your next class and write an email. Just Queen assessment, submission of assessment will be the technical team will walk you through, or they will teach me how to walk you through, and I'll walk you through. I'm so sorry you guys can't see me, but tomorrow I'll make sure that it's better. So now, yes, I want you all to please, this assignment is very, very easy. It will be difficult to those people that do not listen. Um, Write an email to a potential client pitching yourself. I want you to pitch yourself. I'm a virtual assistant. Even if you haven't had a lot of experiences, let them know what it is that you're capable of doing. I'm proficient in Google Suite. I have good communication skill and strong interperson. Just tell your potential company that is going to employ you why they should employ you. So if you can all do that, I want to see the emails. The technical team will they'll guide me on how you can submit the you can write it to an organization. So some people, the link for the assessment will be shared, don't worry. Some people are one man business of okay, people that are like personal assistants. You know, personal assistants, if not for the fact that the personal assistant is the physical, but then if you're a virtual personal assistant to maybe one celebrity, you write it to the celebrity. You write it to the celebrity. Grace, I'm so sorry. Ekunda, I'm so sorry. Grace, you don't need to be afraid. Just write me a letter. Sorry, an email. You can write to me to understudy as a virtual assistant. It's just pitching yourself. Why should your company, you have to effectively communicate why your company should employ you. So I hope we have taken that down. I want us to take a break before we go into the importance of clear and concise communication. I mean, we can still do it. Yes, Queen Achibong, you can write to an organization. That's fine. Yes, you can. Okay, so let's just go through the importance of clear and concise communication because this doesn't need so much intro. So in the virtual environment, clear and concise communication is essential to avoid misunderstanding. Just like I've said, it ensures that message are understood quickly. Examples and bad examples of communication practices. So, for example, just you see, so when you're writing an email, you have to have a clear subject. Now, if you write a it doesn't say what the meeting is about. It doesn't just give you just a meeting. I won't read the email. I won't read it. It's not telling me the information that I need for it to be passed. So now for a good now that's an example of a bad subject meeting. A good example will be project X team meeting on Saturday. So it gives it now it's telling you the passing the full information. The this the okay, so this is project X. Now, okay, that is project X. Now, let's say you're just writing to your team. You can just tell them team meeting on Saturday by 5 p.m. on the 5th. Some of your questions. Okay, so now that's a good example. Basically, um, good examples of subject headlines are email headlines are clear. They tell you what it is. If you have a promotion, congratulations on your promotion. It's not just saying congratulations. You see, so those are that's an example. Another example of good communication is providing context to whatever information you're passing. Please send the response. You see it's bad. Now you don't know which response you're talking about. It's just saying please send the response. What response are you talking about? You need to let me know what it is that you want me to give you feedback on, else I won't be able to give you the feedback. Now bad communication practice is just ambiguous instruction. Now, sometimes this ambiguous instruction comes from the bosses, and let it not be said that I said that some bosses can be ambiguous in their instructions, but sometimes they can be. So, but they will not do something like, let me know if you need anything. My boss, for a fact, would particularly tell you what it is he needs information for. I want details on this and that, and please, I need it in 30 minutes. Everything is, the information is clear, not just let me know if you need anything. I will not, there are a lot of things I need, but I don't know which one at the time I need. So there is that. Now, ignoring follow-ups. Now, if a client maybe needed an information the previous day and you ignore the message, there is no way the client will know what to do. The client will be stuck, and that is bad communication. Overly long emails. Some overly long emails most times are spam emails. They don't have they're just telling you rubbish. It's just long, and that is even a disqualification for themselves. Now I want us to take the next 5-10 minutes to take a breather before we go into time management and organization. That is on its own a skill that So we should all take a break. Time management and organization. I'll be touching that in the next 10 minutes. Let's take a 10-minute breather. Let's take water and all of that.
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi.
Hi, hello everyone. If this was a YouTube channel, I'm like, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. But no, we are on the Ladies in Tech Africa Bootcamp. I remain Cynthia Oke. I am a virtual assistant and I already had an amazing 1 hour, 8 minutes with you all talking about virtual assistant and it's one of the key softs the key skills and key essential points that we have to know as upcoming virtual assistants. Apologies that my video camera has been turned off, but yeah, my background is dark and it's really just not going to be fair to all of you lovely ladies and gents if we have any in our midst that you get to see my dark my dark side. Anyway, so we are going to go into time management and organization. Now, management and organization, time management on its own is a technique, it's a tool for you to succeed as a virtual assistant. Organization is not having organizations like being organized is a skill of its on its own. There are some people that are just gifted to be organized, to down to having according to them, it says ADH. I mean, yeah, where you get to have everything itemized, kept in the right order. So it plays a very vital role as a virtual assistant. Now, what is time management? Time management is the process of planning. Time management is the process of planning and controlling how much time you spend on specific activities to increase efficiency and productivity. Now, if a task is given to you and you're expected to spend 30 minutes, and ideally that task will take you like 15 to 20 minutes to do. If you are, let's say what context do I put this in? If I say cooking is timed too. But you are able to, there are some tasks you can just handle. Like maybe say, call this person to get me a feedback. If you call the person immediately, I mean, it doesn't take you all conversations 5 minutes, except you're trying to clear a concern. But if it's just for a quick update, in 2 minutes you're done and you give your feedback and you have efficiently managed your time. Now, organization, it involves structuring your tasks and environment in a way it supports effective time management. Now, if now let's see. Another very good example is of that is your environment. If your environment is noisy and I'm supposed to call somebody to get an update, I will spend time trying to wait for the background noise to clear, and then I will just be praying that while I'm on the call, I don't have any intrusive noise or something that'll startle the client or something, or you know. So that's where organization comes to play. Now, how is time management and organization important for virtual assistants? As a virtual assistant, managing your time efficiently is very, very crucial since you have to multitask. As a virtual assistant, you have to learn how to multitask. And in now when you're multitasking, this is where good organizational skills comes in because it will ensure that all the tasks are completed efficiently and because you then meet deadlines. If deadlines are set, you meet deadlines if you have very, very good organization skills. Now, there are some techniques for time management skills. Now, this metrics, this Eisenhower's metrics, you would honestly the techniques that you're going to learn, you would use it at you don't necessarily need to use one technique all the time. You would see that as the tasks are coming in, you will decide which time management technique you want to use every going day. So this metric talks about it how this works. This let me confirm the pronunciation so I don't pronounce rubbish for you all. I'm so sorry. Let me just do this quickly. And this is another flex of being a virtual assistant. I can just quickly confirm the pronunciation so I don't pronounce it wrong. Eisenhower's Eisenhower. I think it's Eisenhower. Eisenhower's metrics. Eisenhower is a man that I don't want to go into Google to find out how the name got, how the Eisenhower's metrics became, but then it's just the theory the man came. Oh no, gents. Okay, that's noted. Sorry. Um Okay, now you have me. So for the Eisenhower's metrics, this basically categorizes your tasks in four quadrants, that's in four stages based on urgency and importance. Let's say you have a task where you're doing data entry, and then you have a task that you have to you need to get an email confirmation for a service that you're trying to, maybe a client that you're trying to book, and you need to get feedback from that client. So it means you need to either send the client an email or you call the client. And then you have another task where you have to do, let's say your virtual assistant, or you're a virtual assistant that handles social media. Let's say there is content you need to create for the company, and then your boss comes and says, "Hi, give me, please call client A and tell the client that we're going to be late, will be 15 or 10 minutes late." Now you're going to prioritize the task. Now you see you have had tasks that came before the other, but because I need to give an immediate update, I will choose that call. I will make that call immediately because the team is going to be late. The client should not be thinking that the team is going to arrive. So you have that's where the whole, efficient communication and feedback, timely feedback comes in. So with the Eisenhower's metrics, you'll be able, so it's in four quadrants. Like if you have four tasks, you have to just arrange it in the hierarchy of importance. If it's urgent, you address it urgently. If it's something you can do by the end of the day, you can still push it try not to keep it to the end of the day so they don't ask. But with that metrics, you're able to just arrange your tasks based on urgency and importance. Another prioritization. Okay, I'm fast. Another priority. All right, let me take it slowly. Another prioritization time management technique is the ABC method. Now you're just going to the ABC method is easy. A is going to be your critical, and then C is the ones you can handle later. It's still the same Eisenhower's metrics theorem. Just honestly, with time management, you just, especially when it comes to prioritization, is the most important one you just handle first. The one that you know has to be, just you will know. That's why you have to, as a virtual assistant, you have to pay attention to details and you have to listen. You would know which of the tasks is really, really important, and then you will have to prioritize that. Now, time blocking. Time blocking works when let me say you have calls, and then for example, you have a call 4 p.m. and you have a meeting that has been scheduled for 4 p.m. too. So now for you to, let's say you they book calls with you as your customer client service agent, they book calls with you. You will now close times on your calendar to help you stay focused so that somebody will not just come and book a time, book to meet you when you are going to be very busy. So you have to also learn calendar management and do the whole time blocking thing so you can create time for yourself. Now there's the Pomodoro technique where and that's the one I practice. I'm not going to lie, it helped me keep sane. You work for 15 minutes and then take a 5 minute break. But with you guys, we had to do a 1 hour because it's a lecture. The logo is covering part of the slide. Okay, I don't think that problem is from me. No, it's not from me. Can we all see the slides? Well, just to confirm. Okay, so now that I'm looking at it, can we all see this? The incubator hub kindly feel it is blocking some of the wordings on the slide. Technical team, can you please help me with that? Okay, so that's about the Pomodoro technique. You work for 25 minutes. So when you start your day, you work for 25 minutes, then you take a 5 minute break. So after doing that for like 4 cycles, work for 25 minutes, take 5 minutes break, work for 25 minutes, take 5 minutes break, work for another 25 minutes, take 5 minutes break. Then you work for longer and take like 10 minutes break. So now you get more work done and you're still taking breaks. Now, there's another time management technique called the setting smart goals. Thank you, technical team. So smart goals. Now, smart goals, if you notice, there is like similarity in all of the techniques. You have to ensure that your goals, so it's more like tax checklist, what you want to achieve for the day. You have to be specific, you have to be measurable. I will make calls from this time to this time. I will do follow-ups. I would enter it. Just make sure that they are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable. Don't go and say I'm going to complete review of the entire sheet of the company when you cannot do that even in 1 month. So just give yourself goals that are achievable. So yeah, once you're setting your smart goals, you're going to as you're going through the goals, you just be checking it out. And this helps with clarity in planning and tracking your progress. That is how smart goals helps. Now, essential tools. Uh while I was preparing the slide, I didn't. Okay, apologies for this. I will correct the slide before I send it to you all. Now, essential tools in time management. Essential tools in time management. To-do lists. Now, to-do lists, you can have it offline or online. For me, it's writing helps. Once I write, I hold myself accountable to go back to what it is that I've written to read it. So to-do list helps with planning your activities for the day, helps you properly manage your time. Another essential tool is calendar management. Utilize your Google block off times so that people will not interrupt your already busy day. Just if you know you have meetings, block off the times you have the meeting so that you're not accessible during that time. Now, there are project management tools that helps with time management, tools like Asana and Trello. It helps keeps your planned tasks organized and you just track your project as it goes through. For email management, now for you to efficiently manage your time when it comes to email, you need to learn how to use your filters, your labels, and there are tools like Unroll Me. Now, unroll.me helps with email management. But honestly, best practice, just do it on your own because you will not know when the important emails are hidden in the spam and all of that. Because I've had incidences where clients will respond to a an ad, and clients will respond to an ad and to come in as, because I have a folder for unsubscribed emails. Now I also go to check my unsubscribed emails just for funny clients that would respond to adverts and all of that. So you need to learn how to use filters and labels. Just explore your Gmail. Everybody has Gmail. If you don't, open Gmail or just explore it so you learn all of this. Why is my screen not showing? Okay. Now, best practice to ensure that you properly manage your time, you have to learn daily planning. Just try as much as you can and plan daily and be committed to achieving those plans. I'm going to read 2 emails today. I'll respond to 7 emails. I will I will check upcoming, just do daily planning, avoid multitasking. Now, honestly, being as a virtual assistant, as much as you can, try to avoid multitasking, but it comes with the job, so you cannot avoid it to the end totally like that per se. But you try when you're so okay. What I do is once I start a particular task, I try as much as possible to stay true to the task till I finish, then I go to the next task. And if something comes in between, I will take a pause, write it down, do what I have to do, and then open my notes, read it, and continue what I was doing. Always review and reflect at the end of the day. Reward yourself. You did well. Say something nice to yourself. You did well today. Well done. Give yourself the credit because it's not easy. Learning time management, being organized, even when you try to push yourself to achieve each task, there are things that happen. As a virtual assistant, we are prone to distractions. We are very, very easily distracted. And you just have to stay committed to your plan, to your to-do list, Trello, time management, project management tools. Be committed. Always show up. I think the word was looking for is show up. Show up. Show up. Hold yourself accountable and make sure you achieve the task as they come. Now, that will be the end for today's session. I don't want to bombard all of us with the information, the plenty information I have in stock for you all. So we will be stopping here at time management and organization, and then we'll handle customer service and client relations tomorrow. This is really, I tried to make it as concise as possible so we get all of the information in very, very little bits. So, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please, you can now send me your questions while I use the next 20 minutes. Okay, so you can send me your questions and I'll use 20 minutes to answer them. And then we can all take the rest of our day to rest and digest all of these informations. Okay, the questions are in the sheets. Technical team, please help me find the sheets. Oh no. Okay, so I hear that there's a sheet. I'm going to just go through the sheet and then I will be back in 5 minutes. Let me digest all of your questions. Hi everyone, I'm here. All right, so it's 2 more minutes. I'm going through the questions, digesting them. So someone asks, please teach us how to write a proposal to an organization as a remote customer service and virtual assistant. So if you want to write a proposal, now you're pitching yourself to the company, to um you're pitching yourself to a company, you're just going to start with a very detailed introduction of yourself. Uh, how do I just explain yourself? Hi, I saw your company. So there was one email I came across, which is very. It was. I found it the way the sender she was trying to look for a job, and she sent a job application, and she had this amazing header that read, let me see if I can find it. Because when I saw the header, in my mind, I was like, is this a critic? Does the critic want to have a word with us? Until I read the body of the email, I was like, oh, okay, she's trying to pitch herself. So the email came in as, hello, this company, you're doing amazing. Your team is awesome. So now when I see that, I'm like, okay, now that's a very catchy headline. You would want to, have. Now, I'm not saying you should do that, but people have very, very, very good. People are good with copywriting, so they have ways to write really good headlines. Then you enter into, hi, this company. My name is, you just introduce yourself basically. Once you introduce yourself, you tell them what you can do, your experiences, you outline that in the email, and then you tell them how you can contribute to the. So before all of this, you have to go and research these companies that you're even wanting to write, you want to sell yourself to. Do they need you? If they don't need you, do they give them a reason to consider the fact that they might need you? Now, the format of your proposal, like I've already mentioned, the title page, which will be your headline. Now, this is coming in an email, not in a presentation form, or it's when they say pitch yourself or write a proposal. You're not going to. If you're writing an email to the team, except maybe you have something else you want to discuss. But if it's yourself you're pitching, it's going to be an email. So you give your background information. My name is this. I studied this. I have a degree in this. Even if you don't have a degree, I have soft skill in this, and I am efficient. I have efficient communication skills. I most likely will come with an example a um of a proper give me a second to do this, of a proper proposal, so that you all can see what it looks like. Oh my god, I'm saying 10 questions already and I'm just in one. Good evening, ma, please can I. So another question is, good evening, ma, please can I okay, let me just pick the question from here. So someone is saying, good evening, ma. Please, can I have more understanding of what the training is about? This is a virtual assistant training organized by Ladies in Tech Africa Bootcamp. They want to teach you how you can be independent for yourself remotely. Now, the remote market is slowly becoming saturated. People are beginning to know, and they are not saturated in a bit, but people don't still know about virtual assistants. But some people know virtual assistants. Being if you're outside the country, as a Nigerian, virtual assistants may sound weird, but then we exist, and now this amazing the incubator
I hope I get their name right. The Incubator, they came together to put this course for you so you can excel as a virtual assistant. We'll teach you the basics, so you are able to set up and at least write an email to pitch yourself and function as a virtual assistant. So that's what this training is about. What CRM tools can record a meeting? That is, it depends on the CRM tool your proposed company gets or puts you on. Honeybook record. So it depends on what your company. So there are different CRMs for different companies. So it depends on. Luckily, the one your company use records calls and okay. No, this is for meeting. Zoom records meeting. Sometimes your most of the calls will be on Zoom call. If not, it will be on Meet. And if it's not Meet, whatever software it is that you're using or CRM that you're using for you would have an option to record calls. So do not worry about that. Is it professional to ask a client how is your day going? Yes, it is. You can professionally ask a client how the client's day is going. I can be on a call and be like, "Hello, Timmy, how you doing?" Timmy will say, "I'm fine, thank you." And then I would ask, "How is your day going so far?" And then the client will either want to be like, "Ah, it's going hectic," or "It's going well." So yes, you can professionally ask a client how his day is going. Just don't be intrusive and ask how his family's day is going. Or so people want to be so nice. How is work? I mean, if already asked of the day, you no need to ask of work. What CRM and why do we need it? I think that question has been answered multiple times. We'll go to the next question. Please, ma'am, how can we get access to an organization via emails, especially if you don't have their email address? You research. That is where Google is your best friend for every and anything. Just Google it up, research about the company you want to companies will always keep their emails. Contact me or contact. I'm not saying contact me, but like when you go to the company's website, you always see a contact me form that you can just fill and just let the company know that they should expect an email from you. Do you think it's advisable to use a different email for work or your personal? Don't use your personal emails for your work. Your work is going to, when you are employed, you'll be given a company email. Please use your company email. So in the event where something goes wrong, they do not trace it to you. Let it not be said that virus came in because your email, I don't know, that has never happened before. Please don't do that. Your company is going to give you a company email. Do not use don't implicate yourself unnecessarily by using your personal email for work. Don't do that. Please teach us how to. Okay, that is not something I can do right now. I cannot. I can, but it's not something I'm able. It's a mini broad topic, and it's just introduce yourself, pitch yourself to the company. You can write a brief about your background. I'm this, I'm that, and just sell yourself. How do we use Asana for practice since we are not working? You just make dummy tasks. You use the onboarding video for Asana, learn it yourself. Then you're just going to make up tasks that you can use. You can use to practice time management and all of that. Does getting a virtual assistant job involves age? As irrelevant as you think this question is, it is really important. Yes, it does. Sometimes there are some age, like yes and no. The answer is yes, actually, because there are some people that will be entry level virtualists, and that's the people they are looking for. Entry level, they're willing to teach you. Some will be saying, no, we want executive assistants that are seasoned. Some people will be some companies could be as strict as putting age limits as to, because maybe it's the demographic of the people working there. So you'll not come and have a company that is having age group of 40 upwards, and then they want to now employ. For being a virtual assistant, it's just a mind thing. If you're able to handle the pressure, no problem. But some companies can be really strict, so it depends. What do you mean by blocking time? Okay, so when you on your Google, you can either put, for me, for your Google Calendar, you can, when you're going, once you set an agenda, you see the option of block time. So when you see block time and you have a calendar a calendar app, a calendar, for example, a calendar account um for clients to book appointments with you. If your Google is connected to your Calendly app, it's going to block off that time you have set. Now let's say you set a 1 hour stroll and you want Google to block that time, maybe 12 to 1 p.m., so nobody's able to schedule anything there. Once you block that time for the event on your calendar, it's going to show unavailable. As a virtual assistant, how can I build my courage to get my client to understand what I'm doing for him, especially if the boss is the type that is never satisfied, always wanting things to be done in his own way? This is sounding like a question of like coming from experience. Well, in this case, you just have to be calm and allow the client to finish talking. If it's a situation that is confrontational, where the client has maybe worst case scenario, company did not come through on deliverables, you would just, or okay, no, let's not use that. That's a conflict. I don't think that's a good example. Let's see, how do I build my courage? You just, you calm down. You yourself, you just have to be calm. If the client is trying to be difficult, you try to be collected, lead the client. That's why your professional tone comes in place. Let's say the client is yapping, not yapping, our clients don't yap, but let's say the client is just venting and telling you how she wants something done. You can come and say something like, maybe when the client is done talking, and you can like notice like a 2 second pause. You can just chip in and be like, I understand your frustration, ma. Please just calm down. This is what is happening right now. That. Okay, let me just do a real scenario. Okay, let's say we are late on deliveries and a client is venting because she her deliverables are late and we need to give her an explanation why, and some clients can be really angry and then she's shouting. I will calm her down by being quiet, and then I will say something like, I'm really sorry, Tolu, that you're going through this. And it is not in our company's nature to provide a service that would cost our customer. You just have to baby them. You just calmly coerce them. Just calm down and explain, this is the reason why. But before talking to your client, please have a reason why the delivery is late, so you can pass whatever information. So don't do something like, so the reason is that our team, the client will be so pissed. So you have to just be ready. That's why you have to be calm and collected when you're dealing with clients that want to seem troublesome. And always remember that as much as the client is being troublesome, the client needs your help. So after the client has finished venting, you are going to have to still help the client. So you still have the upper hand, even though they say the customer is always correct. The person handling the call has to lead the customer down the right path. And in the event where your boss is honestly, just try to give timely feedback. A boss that is never satisfied always wants timely feedbacks. That is best way to handle bosses like that. Maybe you called and the client is still being difficult. You say, hello, sir. I have called the client and the client is still insisting on this, that. Now, and if you want your boss to help you, you'll be like something like, okay, hello, sir. I have called the client and the client still insists that this is how it should be. Can you please advise? Now, when you say please advise, you're asking your boss to help you out here because you're probably not seeing what he's seeing and you need him to help you come through in handling the client complaint well. So don't worry about difficult bosses. We have them. They come in different shades and sizes and color. So don't worry about that. You build courage over time. Can we make use of AI to pitch or get word to selling yourself? Yes, you can, but you do not want to it is not an easy task. Being a HR, kudos to HRs out there. And women are always in a position of being HRs because, according to theory, we are better crisis managers. God has been our strength. So she had this, she was screening applications for a position that was open in one of her companies. And as she was going through the cover letter, you will not believe that one of the applicants, when he probably used ChatGPT to draft or to modify his email, and then this young fella just copying everything that ChatGPT gave to him and dumped it in the email, and he did not read through to edit the parts where ChatGPT will say, here is the modified version, you know that. So one, I think he did edit it, but there was a part that says include relevant field of study. Now, when ChatGPT, to answer the question, yes, you can use ChatGPT on any AI or any AI to help yourself, like modify. It's better you draft it than ask the AI to modify it for you. Correct for errors. Those are my favorite keywords. Correct for errors. Modify this. Now, this way, you're not giving you want the AI to modify what you have written or correct if you have written error. So now this person did not proofread properly, and then there was a part that was in italics, and it was saying edit to add field of study something something there. So he was supposed to write whatever field of study he majored in, and then that happened, and she didn't share his name. She didn't share his name. Uploaded the she just screenshotted the application, the cover letter, to her status, and said she doesn't have a problem with her applicants using AI, but she has a problem when you don't proofread what it is that you're sending. So yes, you can use AI, but you have to be very, very careful, proofread, and do not, because sometimes whatever the AI is going to give is going to sound mechanical. You have to proofread and edit it to make it very, very human. Let's have a human touch. Um, Please, when is the assignment due and where can we submit? Our next class is tomorrow by the grace of God by 7. So I would really appreciate if the majority of you can send in. The technical team will assist me by sharing a link to where you will send the assignment to. So please note that I will be looking out for your subjects, how you title your document. So I'm going to give you an expo so that it's going to be easy, because now when you send emails or when you send anything, attachment, if your subject is, or the title of the document is not, it's not, doesn't have the information, we will read it. We won't take it to be very serious, because you can't just tell me assignment. What assignment is it? It's the LTI ladies in listening assignments for week 2, session 1 assignment. Something that tells me that this is what I'm about to, when I open the document. So you can say assignments for Cynthia or Care. Like, you're going to put your name in the document so we can be able to tell you all apart. What is CRM? CRM. I have that CRM. If you, I'll get to the CRM question. Let me just read the kind that this is. I'm rounding up now. If you are working as a freelancer, would you also be assigned a work? Yes, you will. Freelancers. The thing with freelancers is, if you work on contracts. So in the meantime, while you're working with that company, you will be assigned an email, a company email that you have to work, because you cannot use an external email. You cannot use an external email to access company profile. It's not going to work. Nobody's going to allow you. Now, what is CRM? That's one. When I was working in Access Bank as a customer service, I used a software called CRM, but I'm kind of confused. When you say CRM tools, e.g., Zendex, my question, etc., my question about the CRM I used, I'm going to try to understand what you mean by this question. So CRM are customer relationship management tools, like how it's basically the bridge between clients and the company and then you. So are these are tools. Zendex is a tool. It's a CRM. It's a bridge. It's like a bridge. It's a bridge between the customer and the company, and then you are in control of the bridge. So yes, Zendex is a CRM. I don't know if that, I hope that's the question you're asking. And for the person that asked what CRM is, it's a customer relationship management tool. Now, what platform do we sell ourselves for clients to book sessions with us in order to use? It depends on the company. Once you're working for a company, it depends on what kind of schedule it is that you're having. And yeah, it depends on what it is you do in your company. But you can always learn how to do your calendar management by creating dummy events and blocking off time to see how it works. Please, is it every company that needs a virtual assistant? How do we know companies that need virtual assistants? You have to research. What is it that this company, you have to know what it is that the company does first. If the company serves clients, excuse me. Sorry about that. So if the company serves clients, they may have somebody on site that handles that. So you just pitch yourself, and if you sell yourself well, the company might call you in. Thank you. Please, how do you lock up calendar using Google? Just explore. Do you know you can learn just explore Google. Go to Google Calendar and look at everything. You're going to see the instructions are very, very clear on Google. Just go there and you learn as you're setting an agenda, read everything. You're going to see somewhere that says block time or say I'm busy at this time, and it will say so. Please, what is the assignment? Technical team, can you please help me post the assignment again so everybody can see it? Yeah, now that brings us to the end of. Good evening, Ma. Please. This is my first time joining the class. I actually didn't know VA was part of the program, but this is what I love. Oh no, my chosen Iano Olua. It's not late. You've made it in good time. You'll be fine. The assignment. Okay, so let me see. Somebody in the comment section. I know I saw the assignment in the comment section, but all right, let me just go through my slide and copy that. I will share the assignment now. Technical team, please help me, because right now share slide. So I'm hoping that we all, please, the questions, look at the time. I was hoping we were going to end all of the questions by now. Oh my, no, I cannot share my email address, but I will share. If you can send all of the emails, just you can send all of the emails. The technical team will share an email, or they will create an email address for me. Since I can't use my personal email, they'll create an email address for me that I can use to see all of your emails. So I will share that with you tomorrow. I will share that with you tomorrow. I am quiet because I'm trying to go back to my slides to find the assignment, since some of us missed the assignment. A link will be sent for you to. A link will be sent for you to. Link will be sent for you to. I'm sorry, I'm repeating my words. I'm trying to open the slide and access the assignment. I know I saw it. Someone posted the assignment. The assignment is due tomorrow before classes starts, please. Thank you. Okay, so thank you, technical team. They just came to my rescue, and the assignment will be shared later to each and every one of you. It was just about email, just practice. It's about practicing proper communication, written communication. So yes, it was lovely meeting every one of you today. I hope that my class was well understood. If you have any questions, you can attach it to maybe the email that will be shared for you to submit your assignment. You can send me questions, or just send it there. Let it be known that you're sending it to me, so that they can share it to me. Thank you all of you for making time to be here. Yes, Emmanuel Temitope, thank you for reiterating that. The technical team will share a link. I want to release everyone now, so use this 5 minutes to start the rest of their evening. I hope we all have pleasant night rests. Thank you. Thank you.
Who is
Thank
a
you so
virtual
much for
assistant?
joining this. Bye everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. I will see you. I won't be able to see you, but you will see me tomorrow. I would make deliberate, conscious effort to make sure you see me tomorrow. All right, everyone. Bye.
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support